Hi, my name is Alexia, and I have a problem buying books. I said it. Sue me. My physical TBR is currently sitting at 141. Now, I actually don't feel too bad about this number because at the beginning of the year, it was over 200. So, we're making some good progress. It's May, and I'm already down like 60, 70 books. How am I doing it? I don't know. Follow along for my secrets. Today we're going to be picking out some books to read off of my TBR. I wrote down all of the books on my physical TBR and color coordinated them because of course, why wouldn't I? Look at that little raccoon. Isn't that the cutest? Look. He's in there. He's just digging around in the trash. Ah! So, as far as colors go, purple is fantasy. I have 104 fantasy books on my physical TBR. Then yellow is literary fiction. I have 10. Green is classics, and I have 17. Blue is thriller / mystery / horror. All of them are just lumped in together. And I have 6. And then pink is romance, which I only have 4 of, which breaks my heart. So the next time you see me going on a shopping trip, probably the majority of it will be romance because I need to stop buying fantasy books. I'm not reading them fast enough. I have too many. We are going to shuffle through and pick a couple out of here to read for this reading vlog. Now, I'm gonna tell you now, it's probably gonna be a lot of fantasy because that's the majority of this jar. But we're going to try to get some other stuff anyways. First pick. Oh, it's yellow. I'm so shocked it's not fantasy. It is The Female Persuasion. I believe this is a feminist novel on the women's movement, and it follows Greer, who is a college freshman and starts meeting these women who have a lot of influence on women's rights. I have been wanting to read this for a very long time. I got this a couple years ago. I'm very excited to finally read this. I read it and I rated it 2 stars. I thought I was really going to like this. I love feminist literature, so I was very excited for this. There were really no new ideas. The stuff discussed in this I've read before. This book could have been shorter. I will say there are points that were boring me. It felt kind of superficial. I kind of hate to say this. I hate to have a kind of bad review on a book that has topics that I normally would love. I just didn't love this. If you have any feminist literature recommendations, please let me know. I just think this author is not for me either. I've tried to read a book by her earlier this year. I DNF'd it. Sadly, this just did not do it for me. I feel like I did not gain anything from it, which is usually what I look for when reading this type of book, but no. Second pick. Romance. I'm actually so... Can't do this one. It's a Christmas book. There goes my joy. Oh. Another literary fiction. Hamnet. Okay. It's a novel of the plague. Oh, okay. I've heard that their writing is really good. I don't know much about this. It's set in the 1500s. I'm interested to see what this one is about. Because even from the blurb, I don't know much, but that's okay. I guess I'll find out. So I'm about 6% into Hamnet, and like, I know that I mentioned it was about the plague, but why am I reading a book about the plague? I don't even know if I knew it was about the plague when I bought it. I don't remember why I bought this. I don't remember buying it. at all. But I know I did a long time ago, as in probably like 2 years ago. No idea. Not a singular idea. Never have I ever once been in my life like, yeah, you know what? I really want to learn about the plague. I'm really curious about the plague. No. 2 chapters in, so don't even know how it's gonna go. Well, I know how it's gonna go. I know how it's gonna go. I know where this is leading, but I don't know why I'm reading it. Like right now, just reading about a family, one girl is sick. We know what it is. Clearly, this is real. This is real life. This happened already. I mean, I guess I'll see how it is. I mean, I looked at the reviews. The reviews are good. Like, why did I personally decide to pick this up? Like, I couldn't tell you. Like, I don't have the answers. I guess I'm gonna continue and read what I feel like is probably gonna be a horrific story of a family. All meeting their untimely deaths. Like, what is happening? Oh my god, I just figured out why I got it. This is supposed to follow Shakespeare's son and wife. I guess that's the reason why I bought it, but that's actually crazy that I didn't know. They haven't really talked much about that yet, so anyways, my bad. Reading update. I have decided to DNF Hamnet, which I don't often DNF books, like a hard DNF. I soft DNF quite frequently, but then I always go back to it. But I just have no want or need to read this book. I thought it was going to be very different. I had heard someone say, oh, it follows Shakespeare's son and his wife and talks a lot about Shakespeare. Well, as far as I read, there wasn't really much of that at all. It was more just, here's the plague, a little boy whose family is not so nice, sister is sick, and you know, that's pretty much all I read. And life is too short to force myself to read a book that I'm not interested in. So I'm gonna do myself the favor and DNF this one. Can't win them all. Alright. Maybe this video won't be majority of fantasy books. That's so crazy. I guess this jar is making a liar out of me. Okay, third pick. Is this real? I guess I'm gonna be reading a lot of literary fiction this month. That's crazy. Such a fun age. Okay. The main character is a babysitter, and one night when she's out with the child she watches, she's accused of kidnapping the child just by random people in the store who are assuming that she's taken this child. This says, what happens when you do the right thing for the wrong reason? Okay, I don't know much about this. I actually started this and I got about a chapter in a couple months ago, but I just wasn't in the mood for literary fiction at that time. So I'm excited to pick it back up. About halfway through Such a Fun Age, there was a big portion of this where one of the characters was just talking about having babies and getting pregnant and all of that, and I just am not really interested in reading all of that. Following these two people's personal life, a mother and her nanny, and it's like switching between chapters between their lives. I finished Such a Fun Age, and where I had left off, not a lot was happening, at least. So the story goes between Alix, which her name was Alex. She changed it because I don't know, because she's obnoxious. Amira. And I liked Amira's chapters. I liked her friends. She was clearly just a woman who wanted to have a job that paid nicely and had benefits. Amira has to pick up Alex's daughter one night because there's an incident at the family home. So she has to pick her up and take her to the grocery store just to kill time. The people in the grocery store think that she's kidnapped the girl she babysits. This man takes a video and afterwards tries to show her, and she's like, please, like, get rid of it, like, delete it, please. And that is important to note. She then later runs into him and they start going out. I didn't like him, really. We find out some a bit about his past, and it's switching between chapters between Alex and Amira, and Alex's chapters made me want to DNF it, like in the first 30-40%, because she is so obnoxious to be in the head of. Like, she's so unaware of the people in the world around her, and she very much has a victim complex for things that happened back when she was in high school and now. Like, she's almost obsessed with Amira, and she's like constantly looking for her validation and approval. She's like constantly trying to figure out a way to spend more time with her or get her talking about her personal life, and it just felt so weird. I don't know, I just hated her chapters. I hated being in her mind. I just wanted out. I wanted out of there. This book talks a lot about race and privilege and people's concept of being woke and how wealth impacts different people's lives. I rated it 3.5 stars. I recommend picking it up if you have thought about it. This TBR jar video was kind of not going as planned, but I also did buy all of these books years ago when, and I will say, I saw probably one person say it was good and then just bought it off Thrift Books. If you know what Thrift Books is, that used to be my old stomping grounds. Haven't used it recently, probably should check that out because their prices are pretty good if you want to get used books online. We're gonna pick one more. If it's literary fiction, I'm gonna freak. Okay, fourth and final pick. Okay. Fantasy. One for My Enemy. Okay, this is good. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but they are rival witch families in New York City. I've heard really good things about this, and I also, if you have any recommendations for Shakespeare retellings, please let me know. I've been on the hunt. I have Queen Hereafter, which is a Macbeth retelling. Very excited to start this one. Are you serious? Trying for the second time. I started One for My Enemy and I'm 2 chapters in, and I'm liking it so far. I have heard really, really good things about this book from mutuals of mine, which I have pretty similar reading taste to. So I think this might be a good one. Rivaling mob witch families. So far it's interesting. It has artwork in it, which is actually so pretty. I will keep you updated on how this one goes. So I'm about 50% into One for My Enemy, and I'm liking it, but I'm having trouble wanting to pick it up. I'm enjoying it while I'm reading it, but I just don't want to pick it up, which is not so great. It follows a couple different romances. It's jumping between so many different people. There's so many different names. There's so many brothers from one family and sisters from the other family. We're coming in and out of the story like a revolving door. Like, I don't know, like, I want to continue it because I want to finish it because I'm liking it, but I don't want to force myself to read it. This is a predicament, I will say, and hopefully finish this soon. I've been doing this video for a while because I'm not having some great finds in this one, but that's okay. At least I'm reading books on my TBR. Gotta find the good ones, gotta find the bad ones, you know what I'm saying? It has been a few days since we last discussed. Like 85% into One for My Enemy, and it is taking me long. I've read a couple books in between because I had to draw out a character chart. Why is like, what is happening? So much is happening. Okay, there might be some minor spoilers, but I don't really think so. So here are the characters we have listed. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I will tell you what's going on. Okay. So I don't know really how to say a lot of these names, so sorry. So we have 2 witch families. One, Baba Yaga, the mom, and her 7 daughters. But for the life of me, I can only remember 5 being mentioned. But, okay, so there's Masha, who's the eldest, and I think she's super cool. She's kind of scary, and like in a cool way. And then there's Katya, I think. I really hardly even remember her. Hey girl, don't know where you've been. Then there's the twins. Don't remember their names. And then there's 5 and 6, question mark. And then Sasha, the youngest. So, then we have the other family. Koshi, I think that's how you say the father's name. And then Dima, who is the eldest. And then Roman. And Levi? Levi? Whatever. You get the point. The amount of mess that goes into this. Masha has a husband and a bodyguard. But there's lots of love things going on. You find this all happens, like, you know it right from the jump. It's not a secret, so I don't think this isn't a surprise. It's not like a, oh my god, like, you know. So Masha, a romantic past with Dima. They've been in love. It's longing. They can't be together. Oh my gosh, they want to be together, but they can't because they're rival families. It's very tragic. It's very Romeo and Juliet. Okay? Then, Levi, we're just going to call him Levi. Levi's out trying to find out some information he's trying to find out about the opposing family. Runs into Sasha. Sparks are flying. Okay? But they gotta keep it a secret. Gotta stay secret. Well, also, we're switching between so many characters. I'm like, what is even happening? Okay? Then, Baba Yaga and Koshi, they had some romantic entanglements back in the day. Why does everyone in these families in love with each other? No one loves Roman, for obvious reasons. Get him out of here. And, like, I write this all out and I'm still a little confused. Now, we know how Romeo and Juliet goes. If you don't, I'm not even gonna say spoiler warnings. How do you not know what happens to Romeo and Juliet? Like, I think you've had to have it spoiled by now. It's 2025. But obviously there's a death, and then it's we're alive, and then it's oh the other one's dead, now it's death. It's just back and forth, okay? Well, in this, people are dying, people are not dead, people are dead. It's like so many people. There's like so much going on. I'm stressing. There's so much going on that I can't even feel like immersed in the story, because I'm just constantly like, okay, this person's talking, now let me think about their past, let me think about their motivations, let me think of, like, they're constantly switching. They're like, oh, we're gonna take each other down, now we're gonna work together, now we're not. It's just like, oh my gosh, like, what was even the original plot? What were we even doing in the beginning? With all of this said, I'm liking it. Babe, I'm lost. Like, I'm here, but where am I, you know? Why are there so many characters? Why are they all in love with each other? Why is there so much death? And then it's like, oh yeah, well, the whole plot, like the whole thing in the beginning was that there was like a magical drug ring. I like Masha and Dima's story, and Dima he's in a constant state of longing. He always has and always will be, and I love that. And I like Sasha and Levi. I know I decided I was gonna call him Levi, but now I'm still wondering what his actual pronunciation is. Doesn't matter. I don't want Baba Yaga and Koshi to get back together, question mark. Were they really ever together? Were they just thinking about getting together back in the day? Don't know. I don't really remember all these stories. It's like my brain is fried. I don't want them to get together though, because then it would kind of be like everyone would be like step brother and sister, and then the past love would be uncomfortable. That's weird. Even if they didn't pursue the relationships in the future, it would still be super weird. Because you once upon a time were in love. And now your parents are together. What, are you gonna live under the same roof? Bring your future partner home for the holidays and it's like, hey, this is my brother and also my ex. What? No. That like really like actually kind of made me upset when I heard that Baba Yaga and Koshi were together in the past. These were like BC, before children, but like still, that's weird. And now like you're watching your children have feelings for the other person's children that you were in love with. Can you understand why I'm so like flabbergasted with the crock pot that is these two families? They're just throwing them all in together and said, hey, let's see who meshes. Did think I was gonna like it more. I've never read a book by Olivia Blake, and I was reading the back once I was already like 50% in, and it said, for fans of Leigh Bardugo and V.E. Schwab. Now, I don't think I've ever talked about this on my page. And this is a very unpopular opinion, but it is mine, so be kind. I am not a fan of Leigh Bardugo. So sorry. I know I'm not with the majority, but I'm not a fan. The first book I read by her was Ninth House. Do not talk to me about that book. I can't actually. That was like, I think I'm correct in this statement, her first adult novel after only writing YA, and it felt like you took a YA book and then just added some horrible, heinous things to make it adult. Like, hey, let's add a couple curse words, let's add some horrible trauma, let's add some things that are traumatizing to make it adult. See, no. Like, I'm not about that. And then I tried Shadow and Bone. You can probably guess how that went. Then I tried Six of Crows. I will say I only got like a chapter in and I was like, no. I think my problem is with her writing. I have heard so many good things about Six of Crows, and you know, I bet it's so good if you like her writing, but I don't, so I just gave up on reading her books, which is perfectly fine. There are so many other people out there. And then with V.E. Schwab, it's very hit or miss. I either really like it or really don't. I might sound like I'm hating on this book, but I really don't hate it, if you could believe it. I think right now, which I only have like 25% in, so this probably won't change, I'm feeling like it's gonna be a 4-star read, which is good. I mean, I enjoyed my time, for the most part. It's also like we're so back and forth, like the families are like, I hate you, I love you, I hate you. I feel like we could just choose happiness. But obviously this is based on a tragedy, so it probably won't end good either. Hey, I just realized that. This probably isn't gonna end good. Like, I don't even know if the ending is gonna affect me in any way. I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, I've already greeted this person 5 times. I already thought they were gonna be gone like 12,000 times already. By this point, I don't even care. I am back. I have finished One for My Enemy, and like I said earlier, the ending wasn't gonna have any effect on me. I swear I did like this. I'm going to rate it a 4-star. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the writing. Didn't love the way that she formatted it. Lev, that's his name, Lev, not Levi. I was saying it wrong, but you know, I don't care. Roman was annoying. The parents were annoying. Oh, I'm supposed to be saying positive things. I did like this book. Right? I don't know. I liked it. I don't know if I will recommend it though. I do lots of TBR videos like this and reading challenge. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and find me on other socials. Thank you so much for watching.